Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast. Three Cuckoos podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Three Cuckoos reviews Better Call Saul.
Three Cuckoos.
Yeah, Three Cuckoos. Is that what I said?
Lovers.
I'm Rob. This is Mark.
Hi.
And this is season 3, episode 4. What's it called? Sabrosito. Sabrosito. So yeah, 4th episode of season 3. No black and white again.
Nope.
No black and white. We're not being treated to any of that yet.
We were treated though.
We were. What, way back when he passed out?
No, we were treated to the return of the old villains in it.
Absolutely.
All meeting, well, except for Gus, I suppose, at the start.
Yeah, obviously. Right, okay, so we start off, Hector is delivering, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's taking his profits to the main man.
I can't remember his name.
I can't either, to be fair. So they go to his house.
Avi in Ray Donovan.
In Ray Donovan, yeah.
He's Israeli in Ray Donovan.
So
He's a Mexican.
So they turn up there. He's got a lot of money. And he's also got a little gift. It's all in subtitles, isn't it? Because they're all speaking Spanish.
Winking Greek?
Yeah.
With a bobblehead?
The winking Greek, yeah, absolutely.
Like
And no, it didn't look anything like him, did it?
No.
And his henchman's a bit scared, isn't he? Scared to death because it's his new driver.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't know where to stand or where to look. I noticed that it was the same place.
Oh, yeah, it was the same villa.
In Breaking Bad.
It was the same villa.
At the poolside there, which was I thought was brilliant.
You spotted the shout out, didn't you, to season 4 of Breaking Bad, where he gets poisoned by Gus.
But there was also a lot of... Well, it started off with a shot under the water in the pool, which reminded me a lot. There was a hell of a lot of flash forwards from the plane crash. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So that's something that he likes to do. And I think it ended on one of those shots as well this week.
In Breaking Bad, did they go and shoot that place up? Is there a big shootout there? Or is that in something else?
I'm not sure, to be fair. I don't think there is. I think because they just poison a lot of them, don't they?
I thought there was a big shootout and Jesse's there.
I think some of them do get shot.
Isn't there a big fight there?
I can't remember.
And Jesse's in the middle of it.
Isn't there just a show of strength?
I thought
And a few people get knocked off, don't they?
All right.
I think so, anyway.
Oh, is that the part where Gus poisons him?
It could
And
have
he
been.
died? I
Could have
can't
been.
remember.
Anyway, it was properly brilliant episode. Yeah, same villa.
Go watch Breaking Bad.
And then obviously Gus's right-hand man comes in.
Yeah.
And he's got a ton of money. And I mean loads. And it's all nicely stacked.
Wrapped up beautiful.
Cling film wrapped.
Not like wrapped in elastic bands.
And it just makes Hector look like a massive tool. Besides, Hector's actually made the delivery. Whereas Gus, he's far too important to make those deliveries.
He don't need to go.
He's just going to send some dude in to do it for him.
That look, right? You know, your hair looks proper ginger on there.
Does it?
Yeah, look at it.
It's not ginger, you know. It's like an autumn leaf kind of a... It's not ginger. I'm not that I'd be proud to be a ginger, me. Proud to be. But I'm not.
I'm not ginger. I'm autumn brown.
Bloody autumn leaves. I'm not ginger. So, yeah, obviously, a massive...
Oh, again.
Massive Breaking Bad tease. Love it. Thought it was brilliant.
This is what you're after,
This
aren't you?
is-
We've watched 2 seasons of it and it's brilliant.
And it should stand alone, but it just can't because it was too good.
Yeah.
And seeing all these characters again, it's just like a massive geek fest.
Is it too distracting from the story of Saul Goodman? I'm asking you now.
You're
What do you
asking,
think
right?
it is?
Okay. Well, you're asking because it's called Better Call Saul, right?
It's supposed to be about
And actually,
how Jimmy McGill becomes Saul Goodman. Is having all these... Obviously, I mean, you know... I don't know. What do you think? You were the massive... It took me years to get into Breaking Bad.
it's such a cool side story that it kind of has overtaken. Maybe over the last couple of episodes.
Okay.
Because last season finished, it was. To be fair, it was kind of all about Mike, wasn't it? Last
But
season,
arguably a bit boring if it was just about Jimmy and Chuck.
Well, it would, because I think maybe because Chuck is just such an unlikable character, and you need those, because in this episode we all almost see Gus as the good guy, almost. Obviously, we know what he's capable of, and we saw flickers of that, didn't we?
Yep.
But he's properly called out on this one, isn't he?
Yeah.
he was like called out to a duel almost, wasn't he?
Yeah.
At dawn. So obviously Hector Salamanca has taken his bat and ball home because he's been made to look like a massive tool in front of everybody. And they almost kind of said that, didn't they, as well?
Yeah.
Look at how his is wrapped. In
love
fact,
the
I want yours
cartel
all
boss is talking to the little bobblehead man. That was
I
brilliant.
mean, it's really kind
was
of
brilliant.
properly put down, isn't
Oh,
it?
it was, yeah.
Really
Yeah.
puts him
He
in his
was-
place.
He was totally embarrassed, wasn't he?
So Hector just thinks, right, I've had enough of this. And he knows exactly where Gus is, and which surprised me a little bit, didn't it?
Well,
That it's so...
when the DEA broke into the ice cream place, was that at the start as well?
Yes, it kind of showed you them taking everything out and just,
So
properly.
that's happened as well. So he's properly been embarrassed
Yeah.
after last week when the truck got done.
Yeah, because he says now he can't move freely.
That's right.
And there's going to be... Yeah, and he... Like he says, when he goes in to see Gus, you're going to have to take my stuff now.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Well, the way he just marches in.
Which was unbelievable, by the way. I thought it was brilliant.
Yeah.
So we just see some unsuspecting assistant manager in his full uniform, proper hard at work. Gus is nowhere to be seen. And Hector and his men walk in. And I love the way people just take one little side glance and think, we're going.
Yeah.
And there's a little lad sat with his mum, isn't he? And she just, we've got to go now. And it's brill because you just know what's coming.
Yeah.
But it was really subtle, wasn't it? Which I quite liked.
Very clever.
Obviously, he didn't want to give...
But there were nothing said.
Gus's
They tried to
game
get
up.
out the door. That bloke stopped him.
Yep.
The other chap was like, just give him the nod, and he let him out.
Oh, yeah.
There was nothing said.
Absolutely. No one's going to be taken out or
That's the
anything.
biggest. A lot of this program is done in the.
It's the visual,
There's
isn't it?
nothing said. You know, a lot of Mike's stuff. Nothing's really said. It's all done in the actions, isn't it? It's very cleverly done.
It is really, really good. Now, obviously, Gus isn't there. He's at a firehouse.
Schmoozing.
Which he loves to do. I
Yeah.
mean, he did that in Breaking Bad to the point where it was disgustingly
Yeah.
blatant, wasn't
Yeah.
it? So, yeah, he's getting the name out there. Come to Los Polos because, it's amazing chicken.
Give him a T-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they were giving him all...
Start.
Oh, well, yeah. But I think that's what he was doing at the fire station as well. They were all eating chicken and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So he gets called back in. All his staff are sat menacingly, aren't they,
Yeah.
at the table?
Terrified.
Because they've been rounded up.
Yeah.
And he just comes in. Just go home. I want you all to go home. Obviously, interlinked with all of this, we've got the Jimmy and Chuck fiasco going on.
Still, look at poor Jimmy there.
Poor Jimmy.
Do you think was it an act?
Yes and no. He's so destroyed, isn't he, about Chuck? Because he's done so much for him.
Yeah.
And Chuck he literally will
Throws
push.
it back in his face.
But to the point where it's ridiculous, isn't it? So, now, before all of this, we saw Mike is put to task by Jimmy, isn't he?
Yeah.
And this, I think this was a lot of Kim Wexler,
Well, she did. She rang all the door people to try and find out who was fixing his door.
which was brilliant. So she's ringing around every handyman in the Yellow Pages
Yeah.
and going through it, which nowadays, you Google everything, so she'd be screwed. But
Yeah.
I think this is meant to be set back a little bit. So she's I think so. Somebody said that. It's set in like 2008 or something. Somebody said that.
I suppose it is set before Breaking Bad.
Yeah, it is. So it had to go back. They don't really give you a time, do they?
Someone said, I saw online, I don't know if this is true, that Hank was in it. Right at when they were taking all the stuff out of the ice cream shop.
Was that just because it was the DEA?
I think
And
so. But
was he in
I
it?
saw it online that he flashed
he-
into it. Yeah,
Really?
apparently. I didn't see it. So I don't know.
God, that scene was so quick.
I don't know.
Right, guess what I'm doing later.
And it's not watching
Love
Better Call
Hank.
Saul.
Yeah. Listen, it'll only take me a minute, and then we'll have a look at Netflix again.
Do it while it's on.
Well, that's weird. So then, so Mike is put to task. We find out who's fixing his door, and she cancels it.
Yep.
And Jimmy's like, I cannot believe you have sorted that out. That's brilliant. So they put Mike to task, and he goes and fixes his door.
The whole scene was ace.
Did you like it when he was a bit like, I am going to use power tools, whether you like it or not?
Yeah. Look at a good,
just to piss
where
you
can I
off.
plug it in? Plug it in.
Didn't you get the memo?
There's no plugging in.
No tools of any sort.
If I have to use a hammer and a chisel, I'll be here for days. Lucky I brought my battery.
Yeah, and it's really loud.
And it's just like you can see Chuck like backing away from it.
It's petrified.
And he's walking around the house and you can just hear Mike just...
It was. I think that was the light in that story that you needed. It was a bit of a
It was
comedic.
so funny.
Yeah, it was.
And then like Chuck gets to the bottom of the stairs and you can see he's going to go say something to Mike. And he's just like stood behind the door just going...
He could have easily been busted there, though,
Brilliant.
couldn't he?
It was
Easily
brilliant.
been busted. So then he goes around his house taking
And
photos.
that was really... I like the way that was shot.
Did you?
Because you just saw
The
the
flashes.
room, you couldn't see him. And you just saw the flashes
Yeah.
going off. I thought that was brilliant. I really like that.
You-
I like that sort of imagery.
You kind of want to know what he's recording and what he's making photographs about.
Yeah.
But I think he's just trying to get a general. This is how Chuck lives, and he's nuts. I think he's going to have him sectioned, don't you?
I think
he's
they're going to try
probably
and
going to get
claim
him
that
sectioned.
he's mad.
He's not of sound mind. Simple as that. There was also a note that Mike took from Chuck's address book. He obviously just made a note of it, didn't he? But we didn't actually get to see what that note was.
That'd be important.
Yeah, it was. So yeah, and then obviously Gus finds Hector sat at his desk, picking
Dog shit off his shoe.
what you assume is dog shit off his shoe.
Just flick it with a pen that he finds on
Yeah.
Gus's desk.
And Hector
Nice.
is being the man.
Yeah.
I am the cartel.
You'll supply my stuff.
Yeah.
No. Far too busy for that.
Well, I mean, obviously we know because we've seen it. Gus has got big plans for himself.
Yeah.
Big plans. Yeah, it was just phenomenal. And like you said, it's all about how it's shot. I love as soon as it started and there was that scene from under the pool in the water, I just thought it's straight away. It's giving fans what they want to see. It's reminiscent of the whole Breaking Bad thing, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
I thought
And then,
it was
of course, there was
excellent.
the big scene with Jimmy.
Yep, in the courtroom.
Not in the courtroom. It was like a hearing, wasn't it? A pre-court hearing.
Yeah, is that what it was? Just like
think so.
yeah.
But that woman who comes in and she's like, "You all right, Chuck? You know, life's all right.
Oh,
Everything
she's
all right for you?"
yeah, she's such a
Proper
kiss
in his
ass.
back pocket.
Yeah, because of who he is.
Yeah.
He's like some
Well,
celebrity.
he's already
in the-
met with her.
Yeah. Oh, well, he has, but he's like some celebrity. They all worship the ground
yeah,
he walks on, which
yeah.
is why they all pander to him.
Yeah.
And turn out like I'd be replacing hot bulbs with like
You're watching
1,000
it,
waters.
Asshole. We know that basically it's just out to screw Jimmy. And,
Yeah.
You know, he'll do everything he can, which he's doing.
Mm.
And being also represented by his own law firm, which is really well thought of.
Yeah.
Big law firm.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
But
They made him change things in the thing, destroying evidence and
yeah, well, he had destroyed in there written already, didn't
Yeah.
he? And then Kim said, "No, take it out."
yeah. But they agreed to change it.
They did agree to change it, and then when you thought it was kind of all done,
She made him apologise.
which was disgusting, and obviously Jimmy didn't even want to talk to him.
No.
Didn't even want to look at him, did he?
No.
And she made him apologise, and he started talking, and she went, "No, you need to look at him." So they all moved out of the way, didn't
But
they?
then the worst thing was he was looking at him and Chuck never even looked at him.
No, he didn't,
That
did
was
he?
awful with that.
And he proper grovelled, didn't he?
Yeah.
And he was even saying stuff like, "You're my brother, and I should never have done that to you," as if to say, "I cannot believe you are doing this to
I
me
felt so sorry.
because
for
we're
him.
family." You do, and that's how well it is.
Yeah.
It's well written and everything.
Yeah.
And then to rub even more salt in the wound, they said it was going to be $318 or something, and then they added the cost of the cassette,
Yes.
didn't they?
Yes. Yeah, they did. It was
And
pathetic with that.
And nobody even bats an eyelid. Like
He's
it
writing the
happens
check.
all the
And she's like, no, actually, it's this much.
Shocking. Unbelievable. It's really, really bad. I mean, Kim Wexler fronts him. Doesn't,
Oh, they're brilliant when
doesn't
they
she?
came outside.
Yeah. And he
Jimmy
walks
just
off.
walked off.
He's gone.
That's what made me, you know. Was it an act? Because she was then
Exactly.
like, about the tape. Well, I'm going to move to stop it from being used as evidence because you've obviously got a, you've obviously got a copy. You've obviously made a copy. That wasn't the master one. And then he was like, no, that was the master one. But there is a copy.
Yeah, there is a
And
copy.
she just walked away.
Oh, no, he destroyed the copy, I think,
that's
didn't he? He destroyed the copy, so there's a master.
And they were like,
And that's obviously the
bingo.
info that
That's
they wanted.
what they wanted, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And they were all happy.
Do you think Mike might have had a little look around? Oh, no, well, it's under lock and key, isn't it, he said?
Yeah.
So he probably won't have known.
It'll be in the HHM offices, probably, I would have thought. It won't
Do you
be
think
keeping
so?
it there just in case the
No.
same thing happens.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
Yeah.
Mike apparently did a really good job of the lock, by the way.
Yeah, he said so. He
And
said there'll be no trouble with it.
He was even reading a Handyman magazine, wasn't he? In his booth.
It was.
Yeah, he was even reading that.
It was.
I like the bit where Gus turned up because Gus tried to pay him
Yeah, he did.
for his job. That
he
was,
did.
you know, look, it almost painted Gus as the good guy.
It does.
You were
it does,
kind of
it
rooting
does.
for him.
That's what the whole thing's about. Jimmy's a bad guy. He's got terribly loose morals.
Yeah, he has.
And he's, you know, daffy. He's not a good guy.
Oh,
It
Daffy's
might-
one of our watchers, by the way. Yeah.
You might say he's got the best intentions at heart, but it's the way he goes about it.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy.
But it's the same as Walter White.
yeah,
Because as Walter White turned,
yeah,
you kind of, because you knew how he was
Yeah.
and what he's doing it all for, you were rooting for him all. I was.
yeah.
At no point did I want anything bad to happen to him. I thought he was brilliant the whole way through.
Someone did point out to me the fact that, you know, he was supposed to die.
Who?
Walter White.
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
cancer, terminal cancer.
Yes.
And then didn't. Oh, he's in remission. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was a bit like, we can string this out a bit more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Someone at work was saying that although he loved it, it was a bit like, come on.
Oh, no, I just loved it. I bought it all.
I know you did.
I think obviously, people said that they actually got to hate him because of what he'd become and how he'd changed, but that was the whole process of it all. And actually, in fact, he was really trying to do well, and he was always going to stick by Jesse Pinkman and all this lot. He was always going to do that.
But he did stand there and watch Jesse Pinkman's girlfriend die.
Well, he did.
Right in front of him.
For his own good, though, possibly.
But he did nothing to help her.
No,
that's
but
awful.
Possibly for his own good, and it kind of... It stayed with him, though, didn't it? It always stayed with him.
That was terrible.
It was a fantastic scene, was that? I can't wait to see it all again.
You're going to watch it again?
There's so much on TV, and it's ridiculous. And you want me to catch up on Thrones
You've
as
got to
well,
watch Thrones.
which is like, what?
You've got to watch all of Game of Thrones
Right.
because it starts soon, and we've got to review
Well, I
that
will,
because we'll love that.
Yeah, I
because
will.
it's all Yorkshire accents.
Yeah.
Winter's coming.
Winter's coming, you bastard. So,
You
Where
better
were we?
start tomorrow.
where were we? Oh, yeah, so
You can knock one out at dinner time.
Easy
and then
Tiger.
watch.
And then watch a bit of Game of Thrones. How long do you think I get for my dinner? So Gus goes to see Mike because he wants to pay him, and Mike's going, no, that's not what it was about. And then Gus is like, well, you could come and work for me.
Yeah.
And he also tells him, doesn't he, that the reason he stopped him putting a bullet through Hector was because it would have been far too humane. And that, you see, that's it now. Gus has been, you've poked the bear.
Yep. This is where it all starts.
What was your phrase you used in one of our podcasts, Mark? Never poke an angry bear.
You never poke an angry bear.
And there you go. So Gus is that bear, and he has been poked. So Mike, we get to see him around his daughter-in-law's house,
I've
don't we?
not
as
seen
well?
her for ages. I've wish not been in it for a
No,
long time.
he doesn't seem like the friendly character you'd invite to dinner for lasagna.
Mike.
Yes, I don't think I would. I mean,
You would if he was your
I'm sure he's a
dad.
nice guy, but he doesn't say a word. And there was no light in that room. Jesus.
No.
Put a light on, sweetheart. Yeah, I don't know. If you want someone to watch telly with who ain't going to talk, Mike's your man.
Did you enjoy the episode?
Oh, I thought it was brilliant. I thought it was absolutely brilliant.
You love all the
And
shout-outs, flashbacks.
By the way,
and
I do. Yeah, I'm a
Breaking
proper
Bad
fanboy.
stuff.
But if Gus, when he rounds them all up, can you all come through and stuff like that? I used to work at Burger King when I was like 17, so it rings bells with me, you know. And they all come out, and he tells
Did
that
you ever get
perfect.
drug lord as your boss?
Like,
at
yeah,
Burger King?
absolutely.
Really?
They were all in it. All in it.
Wow.
Is Gus gay? When was this? When did this happen?
Very camp.
Well, he is very camp, but then he has been in everything he's been in. Is he
Someone
gay in
said
real
he was
life?
gay. I don't know. I've no idea. I'm not bothered whether he is.
Oh, who
There's
cares,
Someone
but-
was just reading something that says his partner, who Salamanca killed, is the only man he's ever loved. He was like, what?
Is it?
Is this someone from Breaking Bad that I don't remember?
I don't know. I'll watch it and I'll tell you. Is it?
Yeah, no, don't watch it. You've got to watch bloody Game of Thrones. We're not reviewing.
It's
bloody...
like Daryl in Walking Dead all over again. It makes no sense. It doesn't make any
It's
difference.
pointless.
Well, it might not.
pointless.
Maybe it's gonna. I don't know. Maybe.
But maybe that's why his relationship with Hector is like it is.
Mm.
Because if he was his partner in both ways, business and
Jesus.
pleasure,
Mm.
then that's why he hates Salamanca so much.
Right. Okay.
Do you see?
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
If he killed him.
Yeah. Very true. Okay. Well, maybe we'll find out.
Maybe we will. No, I don't know how it matters.
We already have. I've no idea.
Well, I'm not watching all the Breaking Bad. Season 1 was painful.
Oh, get out. It was ace.
You don't even watch Game of Thrones.
And then... yeah, so...
You've never watched Dexter.
No, I
End
haven't.
of.
I haven't.
Best thing on telly.
So, yeah, it looks like Mike's going to be working for Gus.
Well,
And there's
that.
a lot of respect. Well, we did. But I quite like that respect, really. And like I said, Giancarlo Esposito, his performance in front of the guys at Los Polos and the lies that he tells, and it's just storytelling. Brilliant. Love it. And it rings true, you know, when he's saying, you know, they turned up at my branch in Mexico and they wanted money and I paid them and I felt disgusting and stuff like this. Fantastic. It's brilliant.
that was good.
It is so good. But it's so different to everything else. Because everything's quite action-packed and in your face, isn't it, at the minute?
It is a slow burner.
And everything's superheroes at the minute, isn't it? Which you love. Mark hates superheroes.
Just wait till his career's in the shitter.
Who's?
What's his name? Logan.
Wolverine.
Oh, well, more Wolverine then.
Huge
Ackman.
Yes.
He'll be
Right.
back.
Well, I suppose that is it, to be fair, for this episode.
Did you enjoy
isn't
it?
Yeah, I loved
you
it.
did.
Thought
What would you
brilliant.
give it out of 13? Cuckoos.
Oh, it's so good. I'm going to go 11 out of 13.
Ooh, I'm going to go 10.
It was ace.
It was all right.
I loved it. And you're always wondering where it's going, aren't you? That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know, what's Wexler's next...
Not enough Jimmy for me.
not enough Jimmy.
I like Jimmy.
The thing is, with Jimmy comes Chuck, and I can't do with Chuck.
I know, but I like Jimmy. I think he's great.
I like the fact that they've kind of combined Mike and Jimmy now.
I am now beginning to want him to just be Saul.
Yeah, I know. How long are we going to... Do you think how long are we
Because
going to...
Saul Goodman was a brilliant character. And Jimmy's really good, but Saul was excellent.
I want to know what's going to happen in the black and whites, because he passed out, didn't he? In Cinnabon.
We won't find out. Not till the end of the season.
And a load of frosting hit him in the face.
You'd have licked that off.
I would have licked that off in a breath, because that's Cinnabon. Jesus. I love that shit.
Let's go and have one now.
Untrue, please. Yes.
Right.
If you're a fan of the show or you like these reviews, please send us some cinnamon buns. That
Yeah.
would be wicked.
Yeah, if you email us,
Yeah.
cuckoos@gmail.com, we'll send you my address.
Yeah. And you send us some
You can
cinnabons.
send us some. We don't get Cinnabon over here, you see.
There's a
not
few
English.
in London, I
Is
think. Yeah, I think
Fuck
so.
London.
Let's come down. So leave a like.
Not unless you're in London now. Then we love you.
We love you. Subscribe to the channel. Comment. Leave a like. That'd be ace.
Let us know what you thought.
Yeah. And if you're listening on SoundCloud,
Subscribe.
iTunes,
Please subscribe.
or anything
Tell
like
your
that,
friends if you don't subscribe already.
share it, tweet it out. That would be brilliant.
Do all those things.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next week.
And
for
we will
more,
see you next week for episode 5.
barring death or illness.
I wouldn't have thought that's going to happen.
You never know.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Three Cuckoos Podcast. Three Cuckoos Podcast.